is absolutely sweltering today. It is 41 degrees in Australia. That's why I'm filming this review today inside, so I apologize if you prefer the outdoor scenery. But today, this is what we're working with. So today I'm going to be reviewing the Evernew Titanium Ultralight Pasta Pot. This is a titanium pot, which means it is ultra lightweight and it is ultra strong and durable. It's big enough to hold your camp stove. So for example, I've got the BRS Ultralight Titanium camp stove, which I take with me and I put that in the pot. And I have a gas canister there, that goes in there as well. And I can chuck some matches in, I can chuck a lighter in. It's a really sizable pot, and as you can see, there's actually a lot more space in the pot as well. So it comes with a lid. I love the design of the lid. And one of the great features about this lid is it doesn't fall off. The lid actually clips on. So the way you clip that on is you push it on like that. And I think that's a really cool feature. It also has a handle up here, and it actually has an EV on there, which makes it really stylish. The lid has a strainer on it, which is really good for straining hot water, tea into the cup when you're cooking like rice or pasta. So the handle itself folds away, but it also folds out. And this is heat resistant silicone. So when you pick up the pot after it's boiling, you're not going to burn your hand. One of the things I noticed with the pot is when you grab the lid after it's boiled, it's actually kind of hard to grab. And you tend to, if you've got hands anything like mine, you tend to burn your fingers on the lid itself. It also comes with a stuff sack, and I really like this stuff sack. So not only do I put my pot with the gear inside into the stuff sack, but because I have kind of a long handled spork, I actually put that inside the stuff sack, so it fits in there. I actually take 4. I've got a family of 4, so I take 4 sporks and I place them inside the stuff sack. One thing that does is it stops the sporks rattling around inside my bag. So I thought the stuff sack was a really cool feature. It's white, which I like. It also has the label on it, which looks pretty cool. So what is this pot good for? Well, this is a big pot. Some people would say this is unnecessary, but I think it's necessary. It's certainly necessary for me. Now, this is the 1 litre pot, and you can see on the pot itself, it has some markings inside the pot, which tells us, actually probably see them better on the outside. That's the marking. So they're both inside and outside. Now, the pot, although it's 1 litre, this is more like a 900ml pot. And the reason I say that is because you can see where the 900ml mark is on the pot. And it is definitely not able to cater for 1 litre. As soon as you get up to 1 litre, this thing's overflowing. So if you're boiling, it's just gonna overflow. So I recommend only putting about 900, maybe 950 milliliters max inside this pot. What this pot is really good for, which is something I use it for on my family hikes and adventures, is making a brew. So I have a wife, I have 2 little girls under 5, and I like to make us a cup of tea. And the girls also have a cup of tea with us, which is really cool. So I'll just chuck a couple of tea bags in there. I'll fill it up. Our mugs are only 250 ml, so I'll fill it right to the top. I'll cook us a cup of tea, and then I just simply pour it. We're using the strainer into our cups. This pot cost me 85 Australian dollars, which is around 60 US dollars. So this is a really expensive pot. Now the reason I bought this pot is not because I'm a klutz and clumsy. I bought this pot because I wanted a pot that would last a long time, and I think this is going to do the trick for me. Do I think it's worth the money? I think it is, but this thing only weighs 118 grams. So you can obviously get some lighter pots out there that are smaller, but for the size of this pot, for what you're getting out of this pot, I think that it's really, really good value. So it's ultra lightweight, it's titanium, it's got the amazing lid, and you just really, you can't find that on a lot of pots. It comes with the stuff sack, which you can fit other stuff inside as well. It's so big you can store stuff inside there, so if you're a bit of a space saver, then you got to think kind of smart. That's actually going to save you space, because you're putting your canister in there, you're putting your matches, you're putting your camp stove, and that only actually fills up half the pot itself. So you can fit in there a whole bunch more of stuff. You could fit in your spork, and you don't have to worry about sealing the lid up. That lid's just not going to come off inside your pack, unless it has a bit of force. So the Evernew Titanium Ultralight Pasta Pot 1 litre is a must if you are a thru hiker and you have family ventures, and you can find that on Amazon, or you can buy it from one of the links below from an Australian site which actually has free shipping as well. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I want to really encourage you to subscribe to my channel for regular gear reviews, for backpacking adventures, for family adventures, for an upcoming thru hike announcement, and more. Thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.